But I really don't want to come. I don't want to deal anymore.
Okay, well, you can't have
I'm
it
just
both
telling you
ways.
guys what happened. I don't want to come. I don't want to do this anymore.
Once again, you can't have it both ways. If you want to make allegations against him, you're going to have to be here to establish those allegations
You know what?
at a hearing.
I understand that. I don't want to come anymore. CPS is already involved and they're on my. So I'm not going to keep losing sleep. I got off at 5 in the morning. I'm demanded to come at court at 8:30 and he's not even here. So just
All right,
no
then
worries.
well, he didn't have to be here for what was scheduled today.
But I had to be.
Yeah, because you're not represented by an attorney. He is.
Okay.
That's just the way the system works.
And
So I'll make a note in the file that you had some allegations of probation violations, but you refused to show up in court and deal with them.
and then if you guys want text messages and missed calls, I'll screenshot it and email, but I'm not showing up anymore.
But that's not the way it works, ma'am. That's not the way it works. Good morning. Do we have Mr. Johnson or not?
No, Your Honor, Mr. Johnson is at work. He's not able to get away from work. But my
Okay.
understanding is the baby is home from the hospital. And so my
Good.
motion to allow Mr. Johnson to visit the baby in the hospital is moot. Ms. Hanson is still here because she has complaints.
All right, Ms. Hanson, do you have a camera you can activate?
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so yeah, I reached out. Our son may still have cancer or lupus. We are out of the
Okay, hold
hospital.
on. I'm having trouble understanding you.
Oh my God.
Your audio's pretty garbled for me right now. I understood you reached out, and then after that, it got kind of messy.
So I reached out on Sunday saying, like, we're in the hospital. I didn't have to do that. My son still may have kidney problems and lupus. We don't know what the hell is going on. My problem is your lawyer advised you not to come. I said, Eric, you should listen to your lawyer. But if you do come, when you get here, it is nothing but respect or don't come. He comes, it's nothing about my child. Does he care about? It's who I'm sleeping with, calling me bitches, throwing shit at me. I can't tell you how many times I've had to grip up my son and take him to a nursing station. Still to this day, even last night and the day before that, he is texting me and calling me, and there's a no contact order. And it's not even about my child. I tried to be a good person. I try to meet in some way for our son, and it's never enough. I will never send out a text again. It doesn't just need to be mute. I need a PPO, which I'm going to have to go downtown and fill out. It doesn't matter how many times you get charged with domestic violence, he will never stop.
Of course.
Something needs to happen here. How long am I
Right.
supposed to go on without peace? And he's in the hospital still calling my child a little nigga and this and that and me bitches, and it's just he's not okay. He needs an evaluation and he probably needs some medication. He's not a horrible person. He can just not control himself. And no one's listening enough. Jail is not the answer. He needs help.
Okay. Anything else?
No, and I'm sorry.
All right.
That was
So Ms. Tiroli doesn't work today. I'll ask her to contact you tomorrow, and we'll schedule a probation violation hearing where we'll deal with everything you just told me.
But I really don't want to come. I don't want to deal anymore.
Okay, well, you can't have
I'm
it
just
both
telling
ways.
you guys what happened. I don't want to come. I don't want to do this anymore.
Once again, you can't have it both ways. If you want to make allegations against him, you're going to have to be here to establish those allegations
You know what?
at a hearing.
I understand that. I don't want to come anymore. CPS is already involved and they're on my team. So I'm not going to keep losing sleep. I got off at 5 in the morning. I'm demanded to come at court at 8:30 and he's not even here. So just
All right.
no worries.
Well, he didn't have to be here for what was scheduled today.
But I had to be.
Yeah, because you're not represented by an attorney. He is.
Okay.
That's just the way the system works. So
And
I'll make a note in the file that you had some allegations of probation violations, but you refused to show up in court and deal with them.
and then if you guys want text messages and missed calls, I'll screenshot it and email, but I'm not showing up anymore.
Well, that's not the way it works, ma'am. That's not the way it works. Your emails can't
And the
testify
system
for
is
you.
broken. I have a newborn baby. I work till 5 in the
Okay.
morning. I am constantly losing sleep and being pestered for a system that doesn't work for me. So I'm okay. I will not show. Put that down. Don't ask me to come anymore. Don't protect me. I don't care. Have a good day.
Okay. Well, I guess that sums it up, Miss Elijah.
Well, thank you, Judge. Sorry for bringing all the drama to your courtroom this morning, but have a good rest of your day.
Oh, it's just a Monday.
All right. Bye-bye. Thank you, Heather.
You're welcome.
Good morning, Judge. How are you?
Better than I deserve.
Mohammed Nasser. I'm here on Antoinette Sitzbludge. Judge, please.
Okay.
What?
Heather, are we ready on
No,
Nasser?
what time is that at? I can't find it.
It's actually, I believe it's at 9 o'clock. I'm a little bit early. Unless I'm wrong, it's at 8:30.
What is the name?
Sitz is the last name. Sitts.
Is this an arraignment?
It could be, yes.
SITTS?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't have anything yet. So I'm thinking this might be for an arraignment
Okay.
because I don't show her in our system at all. Crystal, are you ready on anything?
Yep, I am ready on Miss Kirksey, and I also needed to speak to Miss Boskin. I had her like in a separate breakout room, so I need to speak to her again after we're done.
Okay.
And I'll log out. I was here on Miss Kirksey, so if Crystal's already met with her, that's why I appeared.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks, Josh. I appreciate it. Sorry, I didn't see that. I'm sorry.
No, works for me. Have a great day, everybody.
Thank you. Take care. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Miss Yoder, while we're waiting, did you need to speak to MIDC this morning? Did you want to speak to an attorney?
Yes, please.
All right, I'll put you in the waiting room. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Heather. And I'm sorry, I tried to move Miss Boskin back, but I can't from the main session.
All right, that's fine.
Madam Clerk,
Yes, Mr. Nasser.
I'm looking at the notice that Miss Sitz got. It lists on there remote APT. I don't even know what APT is.
Do you arraignment pretrial? Do you have a case number? Because I don't see her in our system. Oh, I found her. Antoinette Sitz. It's
Yes,
spelled
please.
different. All right. Did you need to speak to the prosecutor?
Yes, please.
All right.
Heather, what's the name?
Stitts, STITTS. That one's not ready though, Judge.
All right, give me the name again.
Stitts, STITTS.
And that's Mr. Nasser's
Nasser.
client?
Yeah.
Okay, just getting the file ready.
All right. Thank you.
If you had that key out, I'll let you alone, you know.
Brenda, did you already speak to the prosecutor?
I did. We worked it out. He said I may not even need to go on the record.
What's your client's name, Mr. Balsky?
Tulant Joka, GJOKA.
It's in the pre-hearings, Judge. It's just it's in the envelope in the front. Yeah. What'd you guys come up with?
He was going to admit responsibility to a double parking with a $300 fine.
And then dismiss the CCW?
Correct.
What about the speeding?
Reduce
was
to
getting-
double park to 300.
Yes.
Oh, okay. 300 on double parking, both A and B dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a great day. And he has 2 weeks to pay.
Sure.
All right. Thank you, Judge. Everybody have a good day.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
And Your Honor, we are ready on Ms. Kirksey.
I'm sorry, what's the name again?
Kirksey, Jamie Kirksey, Kirksey.
All right, your appearance.
Crystal Marie Medina, Your Honor, on behalf of Ms. Kirksey. Ms. Kirksey, would you please state your full name for the record, ma'am?
Jamie Leona Kirksey.
Your Honor, Ms. Kirksey is prepared to plead guilty as charged to a count of larceny.
Yeah. Yeah, there's something just went kaplooey out here.
Uh-oh, I'll be right out there, Judge.
All right, I'm sorry, counsel, what's Ms. Kirksey gonna do?
She is prepared to plead guilty as charged, Your Honor, to a count of larceny. She was technically 19 years old at the time of the offense. She did inquire regarding the HIDA option. However, in speaking with Ms. Manarino, just for the record, they are not recommending or consenting to HIDA. Technically not required at that age, Your Honor, but she does not agree to HIDA in this case. We are leaving it in the court's, I guess, discretion, and we would be asking for credit time served, which the people do not.
All right, hold on. We're trying to get our Zoom back working.
No problem, Your Honor.
Let me pull you out from the
Okay.
other room.
Okay. All right, so you're asking for time served. Where's she at?
So right now she is, she's at the MDOC, Your Honor. My understanding is she has 4 months left on a 24-month sentence. She has 2 small children. She was actually pregnant when she was initially incarcerated. So she's gonna have to get out and handle all of that, Your Honor, and get all of her ducks in a row once she's released. There is an amount of restitution. It's $570, which she is agreeing to pay, Your Honor. We would just ask, of course, that the court put that out in terms of her having to make that payment, because like I said, she does still have 4 months left on her sentence. Ms. Manarino does not object to credit time served, but is not recommending HIDA in this case. We are, however, asking the court to.
What she got on her priors?
Your Honor, I haven't had any, I don't have a lien or anything that I can confirm, but Ms. Kirksey was concerned about the misdemeanor, and I'm assuming for future expungement purposes, I'm not having an additional misdemeanor, Your Honor.
All right, and I apologize, but I'm got too many things going on. I missed all of that after you didn't have a lien.
Oh, no, Your Honor, so I do not have a lien. What I do know is that she's serving this for larceny in a motor vehicle, and I'm assuming her concern with the misdemeanor conviction, although she's technically serving time for a felony, would be A, she may have HIDA on that as well, but B, for future expungement also. So
Right.
just trying to keep it as clean as possible, Your Honor, and she hopes to do better in the future.
Okay. Ms. Kirksey, other than the charge that you're currently serving a sentence on, what else do you have on your criminal history?
Just probation. Probation under HIDA with Romulus. No, not with Romulus, but with Redford.
Okay, what's
And
the
that
charge
was times
there?
it's just restitution. They gave me time served restitution, which
No,
is
no, no, no,
700.
No. If you're on probation, it's because there's a criminal charge. What is the nature of the charge?
Larceny.
All right, so larceny in Redford, larceny you're currently doing time on, and a larceny here, correct?
Yes.
Anything else?
No.
I'm not doing HIDA, counsel. More than happy to do the sentencing.
Thank you, Your Honor. Understood. I thought we would ask, but of course that is up to the court.
Never hurts to ask.
And my client is
Alright.
aware. Ma'am, you still want to proceed with the plea knowing that you will not be.
Yes, that's fine.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Ms. Kirksey, you've discussed your rights and options with Ms. Medina, correct?
Yes,
You understand those rights and options?
yes,
And you understand the possible penalty for today's charge?
yes,
And understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily to the charge of larceny from an incident date of April 10, 2022 in Van Buren Township?
yes.
All right, Ms. Medina, would you like to give me the facts I need?
Your Honor, I honestly do not have them in front of me. I would need the court. We don't have files.
All right, Ms. Kirksey, did you try to take some stuff on that day that didn't belong to you?
Yes.
And what was the stuff?
Maybe it was like a game system.
All right, was this from a store?
No,
Where was it from?
I'm a person.
Okay, all right, I just found some paperwork. Looks like you took a backpack that had a PlayStation and some other stuff in it.
Yes,
Okay, Miss Medina, are you satisfied with the plea?
And thank you.
All right, so if I understand correctly, Ms. Kirksey's been in for approximately 20 months at this point.
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right, and what was that restitution amount, please?
$570, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Kirksey, anything else you want to add before I sentence you?
no. Can I have a copy of the restitution sent here?
Ms. Medina can probably facilitate that. She'll have to get something from the prosecutor, I think.
I will do my best, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
But try your best to also note just 570, okay?
Okay,
All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Sentence of the court is 93 days in jail, credit for 93 days already served. I'm ordering the restitution pursuant to the agreement with the prosecutor's office of $570. And I've made a note in the file that you're still in custody for approximately 4 months, so we won't expect to see anything money-wise until after that.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. Kirksey, any questions?
no, Your Honor.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Judge, we're ready on Flam. It's P.
Madam Clerk,
Yes.
I also have a deal worked out for Mr. Kitchen, Andrew Kitchen. I spoke with the prosecutor. It's just a double parking.
Okay. But we're ready on
Just letting you know.
Flam. Okay, thanks. We're ready on Flam. It's in the pre-hearing. It's standing up.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, appearance.
Peter Torres here on behalf of Mr. Flam.
What's the deal?
This is an amendment. I filed a motion to set the judgment aside to reduce to double parking and dismiss the texting while driving.
Was there an agreed upon fines and costs?
$300, and I think he already paid $290, Your Honor, as the bond.
Yeah, it's not worth the $10 to just to shuffle it, so we'll just say apply and close.
Great, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome, counsel.
Have a good day.
Hello,
You as
Madam
well.
Clerk.
Just a minute, Mr. Nasser.
My apologies.
That's fine. Mr. Mansour has been here for a little bit. We're ready on Finn.
Finn,
Finn.
counsel,
you.
your appearance.
Victor Mansour on behalf and with Mr. Finn. I do see him on the Zoom. We do consent to Zoom at this time. Yes.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Morning. Counsel, what do we have?
We have a resolution. I had the opportunity to speak with Mr. Mena. Mr. Finn will be accepting a 771 90-day delayed sentence on the charge.
All right, Mr. Finn, I've been having a chuckle out of the juxtaposition of you and the mirror behind you on Zoom this morning.
Sorry.
It looks like you're framed.
Yeah, if I do this, it's worse, right? Sorry.
Yeah, it's perfect right there. It's perfect. All right, so counsel, what's the deal?
771 on the original charge. 90 days. At the end of the 90 days,
90?
Mr. Finn will be able to request his weapon back from the airport authority.
All right, is the weapon something that's sharp or something that goes bang?
Bang.
All right. Mr. Finn, you understand your rights and options after discussing those with counsel?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you understand the possible penalty for the charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily today, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Finn, on April 9, 2024, did you find yourself at a Detroit Metro Airport checkpoint?
Yes, Your Honor.
And at that date and time, did you have a firearm in your possession that you were not authorized to have at that date and time?
Unfortunately, yes.
All right. Are you attorney type satisfied with the factual basis for the plea, Mr. Mansour?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. It looks like we lost the prosecutor, so we'll just assume he's okay with that. What should I know about Mr. Finn before I set the terms of sentence, Mr. Mansour?
He is a CPL holder. He definitely he knows. Fortunately, very fortunately, this is a very isolated incident, and he has been very cautiously taking it seriously. The last thing is he's a TSA pre-check, and it's impacted his pre-check already. He does travel quite a bit for work, so it's up for renewal in September. 90 days from now should allow this to be closed out before that renewal.
Did he get the letter from TSA about the civil sanctions they're asking for?
There's an investigation, I believe. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I haven't received anything yet.
All right, well, hang on to your socks because you might. The largest number I saw was $6,000, or they'll put you on the no-fly zone or no-fly list. So maybe you'll dodge that bullet. Keep your fingers crossed.
Definitely.
Now, Mr. Finn, anything else before I sentence, sir?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll delay sentence for 3 months in keeping with the agreement with the prosecutor's office. You've already discussed the weapon return. Court costs assessed the amount of $500. That money needs to be paid, or we need to have a plan in place to get it paid within 5 days. I see you're in Bruce Township, so you probably won't drive to the court. So you can take care of either one of those options online. Understood?
Oh, yes.
You said within 5 days, so by Friday, Your Honor?
Yeah, we either need to have a plan in place or money in hand. So if you go online the next day or two and set that up, we're in good shape.
Thank you very much, Judge.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Enjoy
Have a
your
great
day.
day. Bye-bye now.
Heather?
Yep. Okay. So wait a minute, Crystal. Mr. Nasser,
Yes, ma'am.
is Miss Stitz coming?
She should be on momentarily. I know it's scheduled for 9:15. However, Heather, I did speak to the prosecutor. I was asking for a new date in June. I think it was June 10th is the next virtual date. I need to speak to Mr. Zitt about this. So I was wondering if this court.
It's June 17th. So yep, I'll adjourn it and just give you, I'll send out new notice with new time.
Okay, perfect. So I'll let her know she doesn't need to log on. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Good day, counsel.
Mr. Sherbo, so I see that you have kitchen,
Correct.
which is a pre-hearing judge at 8:50.
Are we ready, Mr. Sherbo?
We are ready, Your Honor.
And you also had another
ahead,
one.
put-
What was the other name?
Nope, just kitchen.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Put your appearance on the record, counsel.
Michael Sherbo appearing on behalf of defendant Andrew Kitchen, Your Honor. I have had an opportunity to speak with the prosecutor today, and we have come to a resolution regarding this matter. The original charge will be dismissed, and Mr. Kitchen will plead responsible for double parking for a fine in the amount of $250, inclusive of costs, with 14 days to pay, Your Honor.
And you have his authority to take care of this civil infraction, counsel?
I do, Your Honor. He's my stepbrother. So I have to do a good
So you're
job.
making big money on this one.
Yeah, big money, retirement money.
Yeah. Yeah. So both the A charge and the B charge would be dismissed. Is that the agreement?
That's how I understood the prosecutor, Your Honor.
Okay, all right, done deal. I wrote it up. We'll look for his money.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a great day.
You as well, sir.
Barbara Wade, if you have a request to go into a waiting room, you need to go into that waiting room. And Crystal, you're ready on Basket?
Yep, thank you so much, Heather. I appreciate it.
Ms. Medina, your appearance for Boscat.
Crystal Marie Medina, Your Honor, on behalf of Ms. Boscat. Your Honor, my understanding is that Ms. Boscat is prepared to plead guilty as charged to possession of narcotics, paraphernalia, and we're in a pretty similar situation, Your Honor, in that Ms. Boscat has been incarcerated for approximately 3 months for a bond violation. She's expected to begin treatment on Wednesday, Your Honor. She has...
Good, where at?
Ma'am, if you can advise the judge where you're going to begin your treatment.
Clairview in Richmond, Michigan.
Good luck to you.
And she has been, Your Honor, taking substantial steps. I believe she has 7 months completely clean. She does have a 1-year-old child that she's hoping to regain custody of, Your Honor, and she will be on 3 years of probation upon release for that Washtenaw County case. So I would ask that the court consider credit time served in this case, and my understanding is that Ms. Manarino has no objection to that, Your Honor.
Yeah, did you say she's been in for 3 months?
3 months, Your Honor. She told me approximately 3 months.
Okay, all right. Ms. Boscat, you understand your rights and options after discussing those with Ms. Medina?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand the possible penalty for this charge?
Yes, sir.
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty to the charge freely and voluntarily today?
Yes, Your Honor.
March 17, 23, were you in Van Buren Township?
Yes, I was.
You came in contact with Van Buren PD?
Yes, I did.
And what did you have in your possession that you should not have had?
I had a needle.
Ms. Medina, you satisfied?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
I'm assuming, Ms. Boscat, that you're not a diabetic.
No, sir.
All right, no legitimate reason for you to have the syringe.
I was on heroin. I'm on Suboxone now.
Okay, all right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You were on
I was.
heroin, not now.
Right.
Yeah, let's celebrate that 1 year sobriety. All
That's
right, I will
awesome.
accept your plea. I'm going to sentence you to 93 days in jail, give you credit for the 93 days you've already sent, and wish you luck with your treatment.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
And I'm sorry, Heather, I don't know why Miss Jessica Watts is out of the room. If you could put her back, I was about to speak to her. I'm trying to handle all the jails.
Okay, thank you. Judge, we can start with Mixon. He waived attorney presence.
Mr. Mixon, if you have a camera, please activate it. Thank you. Good morning. You're muted.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
And Mr. Mena, did you work anything out with Mr. Mixon?
Your Honor, we're just going to adjourn it to the next virtual date, court's permission to allow him to get the parking fee paid.
Good. Heather, when's our next date?
June 17th, Judge.
Time?
We can do 8:40.
8:40 on the 17th work, Mr. Mixon?
Give me 1 second. I'm writing down the dates. Yes, it'll work. 8:40 a.m., right?
8:40 a.m., June 17th.
All right.
Enjoy your day.
Thank you. You as well.
Heather, we can let Ms. Bosket go, yes?
Yes.
And you got anything else ready?
Attorney Regina.
Regine, yes.
Regine, are you ready?
I am. My client is saying that the link was not working, but
We
as soon
just
as
now got him in, so he needs to be checked in, so it'll be just a few minutes.
okay. So as soon as he's ready, then I'm
What's
ready.
your client's name?
Marcus Meeks.
Meeks?
Meeks.
Meeks, yes.
Got him. Okay, I'm ready when he is.
Okay, and we're just going to be setting this out for the next virtual date.
That's June 17th, Heather, correct?
Correct, Judge.
time?
8:40 again?
That's fine.
Counsel, we really don't need Mr. Meek, so if you want to call him off.
Okay, I just, I like to make sure they appear that way when I say he's gonna come back. You believe me?
No, that's all right. That's all right. I trust you.
He did sign on. He is in the waiting room to get at least updated. So just let him at least, because we need to make sure that his address and phone number are correct.
Okay. All right. Good deal.
Yep. And then it
Ignore
looks like
me, counsel. I said ignore me. Listen to Heather.
Okay. Just this one time.
Mr.
Probably
Sheena,
not.
are you ready on Camille?
I haven't spoken with the prosecutor
You
yet.
have not. Okay, let me throw you in there with the prosecutor.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Heather, what's the client's?
I said the court be as he took responsibility as retained counsel, but says the court be as lenient as possible.
And what's the status of the license now? Is he still suspended or revoked?
Yes. And he's
Right.
working on repairing that.
Good luck. Mr. Stallings, anything you want to add to that?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Stallings, I've dismissed the Drobo license suspended charge. Fines and costs on the no valid operator license, $500. You can contact our payment collections clerks to set up payment or a payment plan if you need one. I see you're in Roseville, so it's probably worth the extra fees to pay it online if you need to, so you don't have to drive out. You can do either a payment plan or make payment on our website. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
Right. Anything else, gentlemen?
No, Judge, thank you.
Thank you. Enjoy your
Thank
day.
you. Thank you.
You as well. Bye.
Judge, the last name is N as in Nancy, T-A-M.
Thank you, Heather.
You're welcome.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, counsel. Your appearance.
Samuel Bennett, Your Honor, on behalf of Mr. Felix Natam. We're here for a final pretrial, Your Honor. I'm just asking for one additional day. I need to get some discovery after I got involved in the case, and there's some immigration issues we have to look into as well.
Counsel, I'm not inclined to adjourn this yet again. This will be, by my count, this will be the fourth or fifth adjournment on a misdemeanor, fifth or sixth adjournment.
And Your Honor, I totally understand that. I just was retained on the case last week. So I just talked to Mr. Mena. He's going to get me the discovery pretty quickly. So if we can do a short adjournment, I'm fine with that. But the immigration issues are what the problem is, most of it, Your Honor. Should have a resolution at that next date.
Heather, when's Mr. Mena's next date?
June 17th at 8:50.
And Your Honor, that would be via Zoom or in person? Because I am tied up that day for in person.
By Zoom. That's our Zoom docket.
Okay, thank you.
You can make that work, counsel?
Yes, I can, Your Honor. And what time was that?
What time, Heather?
8:50.
8:50. That would be perfect. Thank you.
You're more than welcome to Zoom on sooner if that helps.
That might help a little bit. I'm playing in the Cooley Law School golf tournament.
Yeah, Mr. Mena's usually pretty good about getting in early.
Okay, that sounds good, Judge. Thank you. And Felix, I'll be in touch with you.
Just so we're clear, though, that day we're either going to take a plea or set a trial.
Absolutely, Your Honor. I totally understand. I appreciate your understanding.
Right. Good luck.
Thank you. Have a good day, everybody. Felix, I'll be in touch.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Crystal, are you ready on Yoder? Or I'm sorry, yes, Miss Yoder.
I am ready on Yoder, Owens, and Jamie Taylor.
Nice.
Heather, I'm ready on Miss Burden.
All righty.
Your appearance on Yoder.
Crystal Marie Medina, Your Honor, on behalf of Miss Yoder. Miss Yoder is appearing from the Wayne County Jail. Can you please state your full name for the record, ma'am?
Jessica Renee Yoder.
Your Honor, Miss Yoder is prepared to plead guilty as charged to retail fraud. My understanding is that there's a recommendation for fingerprints to be taken. There is no restitution, Your Honor. And similarly, in this case, we would be asking for credit time served. My understanding is that Miss Yoder has been incarcerated since December of 2023 on a larceny retail fraud type case, Your Honor. She's expected to be released tomorrow for treatment at Sacred Heart.
Oh, good luck at Sacred Heart.
Thank you.
All right, so I've got a January 6, 2021 retail fraud. You understand the possible penalty for that charge?
I do.
And you've discussed with Ms. Medina your rights and the options those rights give you?
I have, Your Honor.
Understanding all of that, you're pleading guilty freely and voluntarily to the charge, is that correct?
I am, Your Honor.
All right, did you try to take some stuff from a store in Van Buren Township without paying for it on that date?
I did.
Myers, Walmart, which store?
Walmart.
All right. And how long has she been in this, Medina?
Your Honor, since December of 2023.
Yeah. All right, 93 days in jail, 93 days credit. I'll close that file out. Miss Yoder, we have a bunch of other files here. 3 civil infractions and a drove while license suspended charge. It looks like you owe us over $2,000 on those. At one point, we had you set up to do some community service. I'm assuming when you got incarcerated, that kind of threw all that out the window.
Yeah.
All right, so tell me what's going on. Tell me what's planned for Sacred Heart.
I leave for Sacred Heart tomorrow. I believe I'm doing 90 days.
Okay.
And then after that, I'm in 14B recovery court.
14B, I'm sorry?
Yep, 14B recovery court.
Okay. And I've got an address on McKean. Is that a good address for you?
No, it is not.
Let's have your new one.
It's 8691 Spinnaker Way, apartment B2, Ypsilanti, Michigan, 48197.
All right, what was the apartment number?
B2.
All right, so you got 30 days or 90 days at Sacred Heart, and then where are you going for aftercare?
I'll be going home, but I'll be doing my
Okay.
probation and everything through 14
Recovery court. Yeah, yeah. So Heather, can we give her a date that's like 4 months down the road? All right, so what I want to do is I want all these files that you owe us money on, I want to set it up for a review. So
Okay.
after you get Sacred Heart behind you, after you've got a little idea what your program is going to be at 14B, I want you to come in and just have a conversation with me.
Okay, no problem.
All right, and don't be afraid to come see me because I'm not going to say, all right, did you bring $2,000?
No problem.
All right, I just want to know, I want to see what's going on with your life so we can figure out a way to how we can close these files out.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
All right.
Let's do
And then if
August.
nothing else,
Oh, sorry.
you can brag about how well Sacred Heart went too.
Thank you.
We can do August 8th at 1 p.m. That's our probation docket. It's just easier.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yep.
You said August 8th at 1?
Correct. Yep. That's a Thursday afternoon.
Thank you.
Yep.
1 o'clock or 1:30, Heather?
We can do 1 o'clock because that would be the times that she does her show
That's
causes
fine.
and stuff.
That's fine.
All right. Thank you.
All right, and we'll send a notice to that Spinnaker address.
Thank you.
All right, good luck with Sacred Heart.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank
Did you
Your
say you're
Honor.
ready on Owens, Miss Medina?
Yes, Your Honor, but I don't know where she is. I don't know. I indicated we needed to get a date. We were planning on adjourning it. She wanted to review the video or any videos, and I don't see her anywhere. Heather, do you see her anywhere?
I don't.
Yeah.
We can
so
send
Here's
new
what I'll
notice.
do.
Sorry.
Thank
I'll
you.
make a
Yeah.
note that she was here and we lost her and we're going to adjourn it until when?
Heather, you tell me.
June 17th at 9:20.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. She does have my contact info, so hopefully she'll give me a call when she gets that notice. Thank you. And I am ready on Jamie Taylor, Your Honor.
I didn't catch the name. I'm sorry.
Jamie Taylor.
Taylor.
Taylor, thank you. Go ahead.
Crystal Marie Medina, Your Honor, on behalf of Ms. Taylor. Ms. Taylor, would you please state your full name for the record?
Jamie Taylor.
Your Honor, with regard
Thank
to the
you.
arraignment, we would waive formal reading and stand mute. Ms. Taylor is prepared to plead guilty. Your Honor, to read so far, the recommendation is that it be taken under HIDA for a period of 6 months, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ms. Taylor, did you discuss your rights and options with Ms. Medina?
Yes, I did.
You understand
Yes,
those
Your
rights and
Honor.
the options I give you?
Yes.
And you understand the possible penalty for this charge today?
Yes.
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, did you try to take some merchandise from a store in Van Buren Township on March 15, 2024?
Yes, Your Honor.
What store?
Walmart.
What merchandise?
It was clothes.
All right. What should I know about Ms. Taylor before I sentence?
Your Honor, my understanding is that Ms. Taylor understands that she's to abide by any of the court's orders. She understands that she's to have no issues. She was immediately willing to accept responsibility for her actions on that day, Your Honor, and I am hopeful that you won't see her again.
Thank you. Ms. Taylor, are you working?
Yes, I work at McDonald's.
Anything else you want me to consider before I sentence you?
No, Your Honor.
No restitution claim from the store?
Your Honor, I didn't see a note for restitution, and Ms. Taylor indicates that they recovered anything.
That's correct, Judge.
Thank you, Ms. Manorino.
Your Honor, the court should also have in the file an order for fingerprints. She wasn't fingerprinted at the time of the incident.
I do, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Ms. Taylor, I'm going to order that you appear at the Van Buren Township Police Department to have your prints taken. Can you do that by the end of the day today, or do you want some more time?
Some more time.
All right, how about 4 o'clock tomorrow?
Yeah, I can do 4 o'clock tomorrow.
All right, in addition to that order, I'm going to delay sentence for 6 months. During that time period, you stay out of trouble, no criminal offenses. Court costs are assessed in the amount of $350. If you need a
Yes,
payment
sir.
plan, you can come to the court and make a payment plan.
Okay.
Oh,
Can
hold
I
on a
call?
minute. I got a Missouri address for you.
Yes, I set that up. It's an old address, but right now I'm currently staying in and out of hotels.
Where?
So they have
Where are the hotels at?
At what state, ma'am? Like you're here in Michigan now?
Yeah, in
Okay.
Madison Heights.
Okay, all right, so let's do this. When you come out to go to the police department to get your prints taken, stop by the court. So do it before 4 o'clock, because we're not gonna talk to you at 4 o'clock. So sometime tomorrow, come into the court, set up a payment plan if that's what you need to do, and then go to the PD to get your prints taken. That works?
Yes.
And you got transportation for that, yes?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, any questions?
No questions.
Good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Who's got work?
We have a Miss Burden, Your Honor. It's a dismissal.
Burden?
Yes, first name.
B-U-R?
D-E-N, first name Trinica.
All right, I am ready. Go ahead.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Miss Burden. Miss Burden, can you tell the judge your name for the record, please?
Trinica Burden.
Thank you, ma'am. Your Honor, today's date time set for pretrial in this matter. I met with prosecution. I met with Miss Burden. Miss Burden did satisfy the burden that she was requested to satisfy. Mr. Mena wishes to dismiss this case. We have no objections.
Any discussion as to what happens to the bond money?
No, Your Honor.
All right, case is dismissed. 90% of the bond will be returned to whoever posted it.
You understand that, Ms. Burden?
Yes, I do.
Whoever posted the bond can go get 90% of it back.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Your Honor, I believe that's all I have.
Thank you.
Your Honor, I have three.
Go ahead, Mr. Mena.
We have the Graddles, Gradl, Susan and Ronald. They're scheduled for 9:30. Your Honor, I've had the opportunity to speak with both of them. They're going to do a 771 for a period of 3 months.
Okay, folks, are you going forward today without benefit of a court-appointed attorney?
Yes.
You understand the rights that you have today?
Yes.
You understand the options presented by those rights?
Yes.
Sir?
Yes. Yes.
I can see the head nod, but it doesn't record very well.
Okay.
All right. And all right, so you understand the possible penalty, you understand your rights and options. Are you both understanding all that? Are you both pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? Sir?
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
okay. So let's see, breach of security.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. So I'm just trying to make it easy. Both of you were at the airport, Detroit Metro Airport on April 14th, 2024, correct?
yes.
All right. And did you both end up going somewhere in the airport that you were some restricted area that you should not have gone into?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Mena, you satisfied?
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
All right. I'm assuming this is just another one of those stressful situations where they just no real intent. They just
Yes.
went the wrong way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Mr. Mena's giving me that little smirky. Yeah, that happened. Yeah. All right. What should I know about you folks before I set the terms of sentence? I'm assuming you each have a long criminal history. You've probably been robbing banks and party stores together for decades.
I am 60 years old and I never even had a speeding ticket. And I am so sorry.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, don't apologize, ma'am. If people didn't do silly things at the airport, I wouldn't have as much work as I do.
Yeah.
Well, I am so sorry.
Yeah. We're both sorry. Never happen again.
Absolutely not.
Okay. All right. And what was that delayed sentence period, Mr. Mena? Was it 3 months?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay. Folks, I'm assuming you can both stay out of trouble for another 3 months.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
no problem.
Absolutely, Your Honor.
All right. That's what this means. You stay out of trouble for 3 months. I'm going to assess fines and costs on each file $145. That's about the minimum I can do without doing nothing.
Good, thank you.
Absolutely fine. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Folks, where are you at?
St. Mary's.
St. Mary's, yeah. So, up to you. I can let you do this online, which means you use a credit card or debit card, and that means a third-party vendor is going to get you with some fees, or I'll give you some time. You can send us a check or money order. What do you want to do?
I will do a check and a money order. Check.
All right, so I'll give you 2 weeks.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Plenty of time.
Yes. And what is the address?
11129 South Wayne Road, Romulus, Michigan, ROMULUS 48174.
48174. Okay, 111.
And that's 34. That's the 34th District Court. What I'm going to ask you to do is put both your case numbers on a little note or on the memo portion of the check. Do you have those case numbers? It should be on your court notices.
Yes, we do.
Okay, any questions?
Okay, and how much is the fine now? 100 and
145 times 2.
290. Okay.
Have a great day, folks.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Heather, somebody keeps throwing me out of.
Did somebody pull you out again?
Yeah.
What the heck? Okay, there should be something that says join.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
So obviously, whoever we're making co-host can't be trusted with that awesome authority.
I'm thinking that too.
I think it's Angela.
All right, Miss Moore, good morning. You're muted.
Can you hear me now?
I can, but I lost your video. There you go. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you have waived your right to speak to a court-appointed attorney, correct?
Correct.
All right. But you have talked to Mr. Mena.
Correct.
Mr. Mena, what'd you work out?
Your Honor, we're gonna do the same plea here, 771, for 3 months. This is a disorderly intoxication.
Thank you. All right, Ms. Moore, do you understand your rights and the options your rights and the options those rights present to you?
Yes, sir.
You understand the possible penalty for this charge?
Yes, sir.
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes. Yes, sir.
All right, Heather,
Yes, Judge.
is it just me or does she look like our favorite civil attorney's little sister?
Oh, Ian Morton?
No, Ian Morton.
Who's our favorite civil attorney?
Terry.
Oh, yes, yes. Now that you say that.
I
Yes.
think it's probably the glasses.
I think so too.
Yeah, yeah. I really like her, Miss Moore, so it's okay.
Okay.
Tell me what happened on April 5th, 2024 at Metro Airport.
I drank too much at the airport. I was flying into Cleveland for my uncle's funeral. And I ended up not even making it to Ohio. After the police officer dropped me off back at the airport, I want to say it was like around 11 at night. I got an Uber to a hotel, stayed the night, and I flew back to South Carolina at like 2 the next day. So I was very emotional and I was drinking at the airport, and I will never ever do that again.
Yeah.
So
Did you miss the funeral?
I did. Yeah.
Follow.
Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ms. Manarino, do you have something ready?
Yes, Judge, we're ready on Malachi McClure.
McClure?
McClure, McClure.
Got it. All right. Is Mr. McClure represented?
No, he's representing himself, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. McClure, unmute.
How you doing?
Wonderful. Are you waiving your right to speak to a court-appointed attorney today?
Yes, sir.
All right. What'd you work out with Mr. Moore, Ms. Manarino?
Your Honor, he's going to plead guilty to the retail fraud charge. We're asking the court to take that under HIDA for a period of 6 months.
6
And there
months?
is no restitution. Yes, Judge, 6 months.
All right, Mr. McClure, do you understand your rights and the options those rights give you?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand the possible penalty for the charge?
Yes, sir.
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily today?
Yes, sir.
On April 20, 2024, were you in a store in Van Buren Township?
Yes, sir.
Was that Walmart?
Yes, sir.
And did you try to take some merchandise out of the store without paying for that merchandise?
Yes, sir, I did.
I'll accept your plea. Are you working?
Not currently, no.
Going to school?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, not currently, no, but I'm working on it. Recently just went on visits.
Say that again?
I said no, not currently, but I'm working on it right now.
I'm not sure what that means. How do you work on going to school?
Like basically I just got back to Boston and I'm just needing my transcripts sent over to the schools that are interested in me here for football. And once that's said,
Okay.
I'm going to be going to school.
Okay, what were you doing in Michigan?
I was going to school at Concordia University from
Okay.
July.
Okay. Anything else you want me to know before I set the terms of your sentence?
Just overall the situation, I had been withdrawn from the university due to financial situations, and that led to me and my girlfriend staying in the rest stop area that was by the Walmart for around, I would say, since maybe late December, January, and from
Right.
there until now we just got back. But yeah, that's all, nothing more, honestly.
Okay. Have you ever been arrested for anything besides this?
No, sir. No, sir.
All right. And what was the item or items that you tried to get out of Walmart without paying for?
I tried to leave with 2 loaves of bread, and I believe it was playing cards and 2
Okay.
loaves of bread, sir.
Okay. So hungry and bored.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. All right. Anything else you want me to know?
No, sir. That's it.
All right. All right. So this item means you got to stay out of trouble for 6 months. Can you do that?
Yes, sir. No problem.
All right. So when do you think you're going to know something about school? How soon are you going to get the go ahead?
I would say probably within the next 2 weeks. It's literally just the wait for my transcript. So I need to get in contact with my with Concordia in Michigan. And literally as soon as I get that sent over, I'll be accepted into the schools and just be making a decision on where I'll be going.
Okay. All right. Good luck to you. All right, Mr.
Thank
McClure,
you.
6 months, stay out of trouble. I'm not going to assess any costs. I'm going to give you some grace. So remember
Thank you.
that and pass it forward when you're in a position to do somebody a solid.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Deal?
Yes, sir. That's real. Thank you.
All right. Good luck with school.
Gotcha. Thank
Judge,
you.
I'm gonna have
Yep.
Crystal go first so that she can get back and meet with the other people. If you want to ask her
Are
which
you
ones are
ready?
ready.
Thank you, Your Honor, and thank you, Heather. I'm ready on Mr. Rhodes. I am ready on Mr. Martinez. Those are the first 2 of 4, but I have 4 ready.
I have the file for Martinez. What was the first name you gave me?
Rhodes?
Rose, like the flower?
No, Rhodes, Hoades, Your Honor.
I was getting some echo. Give a shot at it.
Rhoades.
Got it.
More like
All right,
Rhodes.
which one
like
you
a
want to do first?
Your Honor, it doesn't matter, either way.
All right, Mr. Rhodes, let's see what you got on that one.
Crystal Marie Medina, Your Honor, on behalf of Mr. Rhodes. Mr. Rhodes, please state your full name for the record, sir.
Dale Rhodes III.
Your Honor, with regard to the arraignment, we would waive formal reading and stand mute. Mr. Rhodes is prepared to plead guilty today as charged, Your Honor. My understanding is that there is a restitution amount due in this case. It is $967.01 in restitution. I would ask that the court consider giving Mr. Rhodes a bit of time and opportunity to pay at least 3 months, Your Honor. My understanding is that Mr. Rhodes had gone through a difficult time. His girlfriend passed away after that. He had drug addiction issues, and he has been trying to deal with that and the mistakes he made, Your Honor. My understanding is that he was in prison for 10 months in Marion, Ohio. He is currently at a recovery center where he's expected to phase up shortly, Your Honor. He's at Midwest Recovery in North Baltimore. And so he is taking the appropriate steps, Your Honor. He does want to accept responsibility for his actions over the course of that time where he was going through hardship. But we would ask the court to consider that and give him some time to pay that restitution, Your Honor. And he is out of
Sure.
state.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Rhodes, you discussed your rights and options with counsel?
Yes, sir.
You understand those rights and the options they give you?
I do.
You understand the possible penalty for the charge?
I do.
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty to this fraud charge from February 25, 23?
Yes, sir.
Doing so freely and voluntarily, sir?
Yes.
All right. Miss Medina, would you voir dire give me the facts I need to support the plea?
Your Honor, I would love to do that. I understand that it was a check that was involved, Your Honor, some fraudulent checks and a total amount of $967.01, Your Honor, but I don't have the report in front of me. I'm not sure if Ms.
Okay.
Manarino can assist.
That's all right. Let me help you out. Mr.
Thank
Rhodes,
you.
according to the complaint in the file, it looks like you gave Menards a bad check to get some material from Menards.
Yes.
You satisfied, Miss Medina?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
I'll accept the plea. All right, so Mr. Rhodes, are you currently in a recovery program?
Yes, sir.
How long have you been there?
I got out of prison March 20th. And I set it up to come here right from prison.
Good, good. How long are you planning on being there at the recovery
I'm
center?
gonna ride it out until they tell me I'm ready.
Okay. Any idea?
I phase up in this week, so I'll be free to get like overnight pass type things, but I can start working next week.
Okay.
As far as your question, I have no idea. I'm probably gonna pay rent here. I love it here.
Okay. Okay. And how long?
In this courtroom moment, a woman logs in clearly frustrated, claiming she's being harassed and constantly contacted, but everything shifts when she says she's not coming to court anymore. The judge immediately steps in and makes it clear. This system doesn't work like that. You can't make serious accusations and then refuse to show up and prove them. As she keeps pushing back, saying she doesn't care and won't appear again, the judge stays firm and reminds her that without her presence, her entire case falls apart. No testimony means no action, and everything she's claiming becomes meaningless in the eyes of the court. It's a harsh but real moment that shows one simple truth. Court isn't about emotions. It's about showing up and following the process. What do you think? Was she right to walk away, or did she lose her own case? Like and subscribe for more real courtroom moments.